clutch in big moments.
That's ideally the way you want it to unfold on the road, Steve. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into the game.
Third quarter action getting going right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for New Orleans right now, the Hawks trail by 16. Here's Bogdanovich. He's hitting downtown. Bogdanovich has got 7 points.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Here's Doncic. Yes! And the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit the rest of this game. And the Hawks making a change here.
Well, you always know that you can count on to make a play offensively. Big pass, big shot, whatever it is. He's got great awareness of what's going on the court.
And you know what, Steve? We also have to talk about his shooting. I mean, the fact that he goes to a tight team better than anyone is something to make note of. His percentage stays the same, and if he's wide open, he's automatic.
Atlanta with the ball. It's a 16-point game. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And the basket by Guadagnino.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Down low. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Bogdanovich. Post to post dunk.
Well, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And front power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
The Atlanta Hawks coming to this one after the win against the Heat.
And you know what was most impressive? They wasted very few possessions in that game. They ran their offense close to perfection.
That's what we call a mute button game in front of a hostile crowd. They never let the fans get into it. Had them on their hands the whole time.
Off the inbound pass. And he dunks it down.
Well, he won that battle, and in general, they're winning most of the battles tonight.
Well, those are some very easy points if you can get them.
Well, and like Clark said, they have been getting them, not necessarily all on putback dunks, but a lot of second chance opportunities. Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Doncic. Working inside. 4 on the clock. And he lays it up and in. 28 points for him.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Well, if you're doing enough good things and you're maintaining at least a slight edge on the boards, you're usually going to be in pretty good shape.
Atlanta calls timeout and going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, they faced each other twice last season, and they split those 2 games in what really wasn't a season to remember for either team.
Now a look at the hottest teams in the league. These squads have knocked down everything in the last 10 games. Pelicans, #1.
It's due to better shot selection lately, Kevin. They're taking their time to make sure the shots they take go in. Really good self-discipline there.
Get open, get open.
Passes it to Bogdanovich. To the paint. The shot's good from him. He's got 6. Steve referenced the series between these teams a year ago. And Clark, it's a good thing they matched up well against each other because they didn't match up well with too many other teams.
Well, that's exactly right, Kevin. I mean, we don't mean to make light of it, but the reality is neither one of them gave opponents very much resistance or too many problems. It was really a down year for both teams.
Tough seasons, you're right. The Hawks trail by 15. Johnson with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Well, he tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
So it's Atlanta now. Pass to Bogdanovich. No good from outside.
Such a solid performance for them inside. The rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Here's Hopkins. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
But he's really stood out for his club today. Even though they're struggling a little bit, he's doing his part.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. There's a good screen. Doncic. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. Clark, some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when he finishes with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
Johnson goes in. Clock at 6. Hunter, the pass to Bogdanovich. From 17 feet out. Misses off the right iron.
Great defense there. Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
Atlanta making a switch here. That's good on the jump shot. Bogdanovich has got 11 points.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
Now the pass to Murphy. Gives him the lead pass, and the layup's good off the glass. He's got 6.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence. Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Anytime they've had a chance to attack the lane, they've done so. The penetration has been impressive.
You know, something else I've noticed is just how many of their baskets have been set up by assists throughout the game.
And that one falls for Johnson. Pelicans leading by 14. Doncic defended by Bogdanovich. It's Murphy outside. That's good. Murphy's got 10 points.
Well, he's a spot-up shooter, one of the best. One of those guys who, if you give him an inch, I mean, that's all it takes. He will let it fly and frequently knock down that shot.
And he's a great three-point shooter, too, especially when he lets it go from one of those corners. He doesn't miss many of those. Kevin, let's look at where the Hawks stand in the NBA rankings right now. 4th in free throw percentage, 5th in steals, and they're in the top 10 in rebounding. This is a team that does a good job getting on the glass.
Yeah, you look at the free throw shooting, Clark. It's very impressive. They've been in the top 5, as you talked about, and it's a result of a lot of effort, a lot of concentration. And when you shoot them that well, then you gain confidence and you really start attacking the rim because you want to go to the free throw line and shoot.
New Orleans has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here. There's the 3. Can't get it to go.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, because you know if you continue to give up open looks like that, you're in big trouble.
Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Boston. What a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And checking out Atlanta, 8 games out.
Well, right now for the Hawks, they've just got to learn a few lessons from what they're going through this year. I mean, to use that experience to make sure that they grow from it.
Well, you always want to be getting better, Clark. So I like what you're talking about. I mean, sometimes you can learn from adversity, learn from your mistakes. That's what this club has to do from here on out.
Here's Bogdanovich following the score by New Orleans. Here's Johnson. Makes it off the glass. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
They set the pick. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass, and dunks it down.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bring it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But I'll tell you, the pass was even better. I mean, he put it on an absolute platter for him.
Atlanta with the ball, trailing by 17. Inside, Kennard. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. He's got 12.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Hey. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Now here's Johnson. He has 5. The shot is off. Nice D for Murphy.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And taken away by Johnson. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Bogdanovich. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Bogdanovich has got 9 points here in the second half. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning the timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
These are the top distributors of the basketball for the last 10 games as shown on the 2K leaderboard. And you look at the beast, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
Boy, he's really done a nice job of looking for his teammates and getting them the ball on time and in rhythm. And it's resulted in more open looks for his team. And that's all good.
And so it's New Orleans with it. To the inside. Misses from close range.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
Gets it to go. 8 points for him.
His shooting has been so good today. He may have to take it upon himself to try and get his club out of this hole.
To the middle. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession. And here's what's up coming now for the Hawks. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
Yeah, you know the fans out in Memphis really hoping their team can win that one.
Now here's Johnson. 5 points in the game. 55 seconds left to play in the third. Capella. And the baseline jumper, no good. Pelicans leading by 15. Here's Murphy. It's stolen by Johnson. And Bogdanovich kicks to Johnson. To the paint. Capella. Down it goes. Jamming that one home.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yes, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Well, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
Picked by Murphy. Jacks up a 3. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pelicans ahead. They're up by 11. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter.
Tune in Sunday, February 2nd, the Dallas Mavericks go up against the Washington Wizards. Be there.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Here's Smith. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the New Orleans Pelicans. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at U.S. Airways Center in Phoenix. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. The Hawks trail by 11. So for New Orleans right now, Johnson kicks to Bogdanovich. Passes to Hunter. He gets the shot to fall, and the defender wasn't set. He's called for the block and a three-point play chance here. One shot. New Orleans leading by 8. The steal is Hopkins. And the rejection by Smith.
Another rebound gobbled up. They are pounding the boards.
The big part of the lead, guys, is because of the work they've done on the glass. I mean, they have the lead because they've rebounded well.
Hawk shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Here's Bogdanovich. Hopkins. Can't pedal, and he throws it down hard with one hand. Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Here's Smith. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. That free throw, no good. He's good on the second. The Hawks trail by 7. There's the screen. Here's Bogdanovich. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Seems to me that anytime the game is on the line, he's perfectly willing to be the hero, or the GOAT for that matter. And that's what it takes to be clutch in big situations. You can't be afraid to fail.
You know, something else I think about when I see this guy is he's a real headache to have to defend one-on-one. I mean, he's got all of the game that makes it tough for his defender.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, over the last break, I listened to the Hornets head coach address his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Capella defended by Ingles. Can't get it to go. Nice Steve.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
Smith the pass to Ingles. Johnson's there. The fadeaway. It's rebounded by Bogdanovich.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Johnson. Count the bucket. Johnson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically laid.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
Payton dishes to Smith. 5 to shoot. Here's Humboldt. From 6 feet out, he nails it.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Lofkin, covered by Peyton. The dish to Johnson. To the inside. It's intercepted. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Smith's running. And Peyton throws it down.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Here's Lofkin. Can't throw him. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Up high and down hard with the one-hand.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he?
You know, I think he's hoping to kind of get his teammates going a little bit, fellas.
And here's Smith. Peyton kicks to Smith. Smith off a pick from Ingles. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Humboldt. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And the Pelicans lead by 10.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three.
Capella. And no good. Trying to use the gloves.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Now, here is Smith. They set the screen. Whoops, here's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. The Hawks trail by 10. Johnson outside. Pass to Hunter. Back to Johnson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, take a look at the numbers for Johnson. He has 9 points and 2 steals as well. He's given them a lot with his passing and with his defensive work.
Well, he's been so active on the court at both ends and really playing a nice game.
That's good from Johnson. Second free throw, no good. Pelicans leading by 9. He dishes it to Murphy. Here's Doncic. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. 37 points for him.
I like the way they've played here in the first half. Just an intelligent floor game, getting good shots.
Numbers certainly back that up. They're shooting a much better percentage.
And he lays in the alley-oop. And the Pelicans lead by 13.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it. Ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did.
I don't think anybody knew where it was going to go.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Come on, he's traveling! Come on, he's traveling!
He passes it to the Beast. Johnson's there. Here's the Beast. And a foul on the shot. They'll go to the strike for 2.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
And the first one drops.
They didn't shoot it well from the line in the first half. But they've turned it around here, and it's helped them secure the lead. I mean, free throw shooting is important when you're trying to pad a lead.
Both free throws good from the Beast.
Kevin, right now, they're doing a good job at the line. They're hovering around 83, 84, 85% from the strike. That's good stuff. I mean, that's well done.
Dishes to Johnson. 6 to shoot. No good. Excellent D there from the Beast. Tries it from 9, and it's blocked by Hunter. Here's Bogdanovich. He feeds it to Johnson. Lays it up and banks it in.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Pelicans leading by 13. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Kevin, you'd expect them to protect the ball better, but that hasn't been the case here. They've turned it over often, but still find themselves out in front somehow.
Atlanta calls timeout. You're right, Clark. Lots of mistakes and lots of turnovers.
Kevin, this is a really talented team, so they can sometimes overcome some of the mistakes that they create on their own. And I think that's what we're seeing here. They're fortunate to be in the position they're in.
Smith checked in for New Orleans. On the pass to Hunter. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by the Beast. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special. Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
Passes it to Bogdanovich. Fires the three, and that one's good.
Well, after all those struggles in the first half, he has really picked it up here in the second.
Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
Down low, powered down after the assist, let him into the lane. Clark, can you believe it? A point guard who can soar like that?
Man, I tell you what, that's a major elevation there. That's a power finish for a player at any position.
Well, he is not afraid to take it inside. We know that.
He kicks it to Smith.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot. Where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
I'll tell you what, that is going to be an alley-oop we'll see on the highlight reel the next few days.
Johnson with it. Now guarded by the Beast. Hunter, the pass to Johnson. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
Boy, they've really won the battle of the boards in this one, Kevin.
Back to Smith. Shot no good. Some solid defense from Johnson. The Hawks trail by 16. Pass to Bogdanovich. And blocked. Smith outside. He passes to the Beast.
Good D.
43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Capella. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And you're right, their ability to get the rebound, a big help here.
Always a big help, and because of that effort, they're going to win going away.
And that one misses. Hawks making a switch here. That's off as well, so he misses both. New Orleans has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Doncic. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Well, they've done a great job keeping the fans out of the game today, and the closer they get to the win, the quieter it gets.
Yeah, we call that the sweet sounds of silence. They're going to savor this win, as well they should. Every road win carries a little extra reward.
Pass to Hopkins. No good again that time.
Defensive foul. At the line for the Hawks. Game! 2 shots.
Come on, you can hit these.
First one falls for him. Gay hits them both. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for joining us as we leave you with the Jordan player of the game.
The Converse weapon. That's to shoot. That's magic. Do what he was born to do.
It may be so, but that's not all. They let Isaiah play like he's 10 feet tall.
For the kind of moves that never fail, the weapon's the choice of Kevin McHale.
The same is true for Mark Aguirre. When I wear weapons, I'm on fire.
Well, what can the weapons do for King?
Why, I can do just about anything.
You already know what you did for me.
What?
I walked away with the MVP.
The Converse weapon. The #1 weapon in the NBA.
June 19th, 1984, the NBA draft at Madison Square Garden's Felt Forum. The #1 pick, Akeem Olajuwon. #2, Sam Bowie. The third player chosen was probably the most exciting, Michael Jordan of North Carolina. His brilliant play in the Olympics, leading the U.S. to a gold medal, and his performance in the NBA preseason and the opening weeks of the regular season has a lot of people thinking perhaps he should have been the #1 draft pick. Nevertheless, one thing is certain. He has a bright future ahead of him.
Let's hope so. Professional level is very hard work, and I think I'm dedicated enough to work hard and try to be the best basketball player I can. And it's good to get comments from everyone, and that's inspiring to go out and keep working hard.
How's the transition been from college to the Olympic experience and now to the NBA?
Well, I think it's been pretty easy. I think the Olympic was kind of pre-professional level. It was fast-paced, it was physical, and that's just the type of NBA game is. And, coming on this level is a brand new start for me, and I have to start from the bottom and work my way up. So, I think the hard work is ahead of me, and I'm willing to take on that challenge and go out and play the best I can.
After the Olympics and the glory and wearing the gold medal, was it difficult to come down from that high?
It was. I think the Olympics was a big dream come true for me. A lot of players don't get the chance to represent the United States, and I did, and I was very happy to do that. And now I'm just coming off of that, and I know it's reality now, and it's in the past, and I have to look forward to the future, but it's going to be some fond memories, and I have to get ready for my professional career.
Michael Jordan is a 6'5" swingman who has shown he can play small forward, point guard, or shooting guard. He's a winner who's played under different yet highly successful coaches. The calm tactician Dean Smith was his coach at North Carolina, and the hard-to-please Bobby Knight guided him in the Olympics. Jordan was able to adapt to their dissimilar styles and learn a lot from both.
Well, I think both of those coaches had a big influence on me. I think Coach Smith more than Coach Knight because I played for him 3 years. And, I think Coach Smith helped me out fundamentally. And Coach Knight really just reinstated that. And he really helped me concentration-wise. And I think right now coming into the league, I met all my extremes of coaches. I think Coach Knight was the hard type of coach. He really wants best for his players, and he used different types of methods to get it out of you. And Coach Smith is the mild type, and he really used psychology to get it out of you. So I don't think anyone can go to that extreme either way.
How about Coach Lockery in the pros?
I think he fits right in between. He's sometimes he can be like Coach Knight, and sometimes he can be like Coach Smith, and I'm very happy for that. And I really getting to know Coach Lockery a great deal, and I really admire his coaching ability.
What did they tell you they expected from you? Certainly the fans of Chicago have been hungry for a winner for a long time. What are they expect you to be the savior? What about the coach and your fellow teammates?
Well, naturally the expectation is going to be high, and I guess the coach has been reminding me that, hey, it's a team basketball game, and you really don't have to take the burden on yourself to try to go out and do everything yourself. And I kind of picked that up. I'm not trying to do everything for myself. I just think that right now the best thing for me is to try to fit in with this ball club and try to mingle and become a winning team. And so far it's been working out. I get advice from each coach and staff about the style of professional basketball, and I'm picking up little things as I play other basketball players, and I'm getting knowledge of the professional style of game.
Good luck to you, and I expect that Rookie of the Year